guys, I was asked to make another American Girl video, so that's what I'm going to do. I would say I'm extremely experienced with doing their hair and stuff, so I'm going to show you how to deal with a curly-headed doll's hair. Now, this is Nikki, for those of you who don't know. I think she was a 2007, I think that sounds right, Girl of the Year. So I was like 11 or so when I got her, or 9. Yeah, 9, okay, sorry. Well, ish. It doesn't matter. But her hair has been the hardest to deal with because I was too young to deal with curly hair on a doll. And so, yeah, I brushed it out and just, like, I braid it and stuff. Like, she spent the first, like, 5 years with 2 braids in her hair. Like, I mean, I took it down, but I redid it. Like Molly's. I mean, Molly's hair stays in a braid. It's supposed, in 2 braids. It's supposed to, though. So, first couple rules. You can wet their hair. Use a spray bottle, and it's fine. Only brush the hair if you think it's a good idea. Like, I would ask your parents if you think it's a good idea to brush this doll's hair. I mean, I have some straight-haired dolls, and yeah, brush their hair, obviously. It'll get really gross if you don't. Don't use hairspray, gel, anything. Don't use heat. Don't use a big amount of water. Like, don't dip her head in the bathtub. That's not gonna work. I think I've heard that you can, like, put a towel around her face and dip her hair in it, but, it just seems like getting it too wet. But if you do wet her hair a lot, don't get it, like, wet on the head. And make sure it doesn't get in her eyes, because if it gets in her eyes are going to get rusty and they're not going to shut anymore. I have 2 dolls that are like that, and I know I didn't wet their eyes. I mean, I didn't wet my doll's hair for the first few years that I had them, and they were already messed up after that. And, like, my first 2, their eyes are like that, and I don't know what it is. I'll probably make a video on that later. I might make it after this, now that actually sounds kind of interesting. But, so, what I would do if your doll's hair is weird, even if it's not, like, even if you just got a curly hair doll and you want to make sure you keep it, you know, calm, what I would do, okay, so, what you're going to need is a spray bottle, which I don't have, so I'm just going to, like, say when you would use it. And you would need a brush and a pick. I don't have any of those because I didn't prepare for this video at all. So just go along with it. So, because I don't actually want to, like, do this again because I've done it forever. So, what you're going to do is naturally girls lay their dolls against something, like lay against, you know, like a wall or a stand or something. And that's why the back of her hair would always be flat, but now it's not anymore because now I know what to do. So the front, because of that, the front's going to be richer. And the back, from where you've brushed it, the back falls out easier. So the first thing you want to do is, I'm not going to make this all technical, because if you make it technical, you're not going to get it, and I just know that. So I'm going to turn her this way so you can see her. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take, like, a piece of her hair. And I know this already looks nice, so you're going to want to spray it and, like, wrap it around your finger. It'll naturally curl once you do it. And if it doesn't naturally curl that time, do it a couple more times. Don't wet it more than once. You're probably going to want to brush through it first. If you've brushed through it before, you're probably going to want to do that. But if you haven't, just pick the end or something, because the ends are what's going to get all tangly. I'm going to separate this so you can see it. And, I mean, then if you do it right, it'll end up looking like this. I really don't know, you know, I'd have to be talking to you face to face for you to get it. Just comment problems that you're having, and I'll try to fix it. Or you could do a video response, that'll work too. And, like, show me what you're trying to do. And then, once you get it, it should end up looking somewhat like this, just wet. And that's fine. So, do this all the way around, and do it in layers. The front, it really doesn't matter, because the front's usually so rich, it's okay, but if the front of your doll's hair is messy like the back always is, do it in layers. So the back, the hard part. So, the back of my doll's hair really doesn't look as nice as I wish it did, because, you know, like I said, the first couple years they were in braids, so it separated and, like, pulled it and made it nasty looking. She needs, like, a serious hair trimming, but don't cut your doll's hair ever. Well, you know, there are certain circumstances where you can, and if you know how, you can. But I wouldn't, like, snip, like, big ends. Just, no. Just don't do it. I'm not telling you to do it. But if another user on here, I know Steven's Woda Dancer, I think that's how you say it, I watched her forever, and this is where I got all these ideas and stuff. I know, I watched the videos and you can like cut off the free ends, not actual hair, like not length, just the stuff that hangs off the bottom, like the two hairs that are too long. You can do that, but okay, so this layer just kind of stuck out since I just picked it. You're just gonna have to do the same thing, just be way more patient with it and just kind of let it flow. Don't like get so angry. It's gonna take you a while. Like if you're young, you probably won't be able to get it. Like I didn't get it until a couple years ago, and I'm 14 now, so I probably got it when I was around 12 or 13. You know, it took me forever and patience. So if you don't have forever and patience, you probably won't get it. Honestly, it's nearly impossible to do. And so whenever you sit them down, this could also help. Whenever you sit them down, like run your fingers right here, not underneath their hair, but not on top of it, and like pick it up. Like just do like this, so it looks somewhat like that. Just like a bump it type thing. And like this, and make sure it's all like full of body, and whenever you set them against the wall. Because if you set them like just flat like this, their curls are gonna be like you had this curl and you just like flat ironed it. That's gonna look horrible. But yeah, that should be about it. So, I don't know if this is gonna help at all. So just comment and let me know what you need help with, because I want to do more American Girl doll videos. So, I think I'll be I already put on one today, and so I'll probably put on 2 more. This one and then the other. Okay, so, just let me know what kind of problems you're having, and if you need any help with anything. Or any other suggestions for upcoming videos. So, thanks for watching, and bye!